Hi YouTube, and welcome to a new review. I'm bardOZ, I'm a former CSGO and Valorant professional player, and I have a couple world records in aim trainer. Today I will be reviewing the Zowie XL2546K 240hz monitor. So this is the latest and greatest from Zowie. The XL monitors are actually the most common monitors between pro players. I think definitely in CSGO and Valorant. I'm not sure about other games, but I've tried this in a lot of different games, as I'll tell you later, and it's great for everything. So, what are the main features of this, especially compared to the non-K version, the OG 2546, which, by the way, I owned, so I know about that. First of all, the adjustability of this monitor. I mean, all XL monitors from Zowie have always been extremely adjustable, but this is even more adjustable. Like, you can lift it up by a lot, and also down. It comes all the way down. It's incredible. And you can tilt it by a lot, you know, if you want to play close. I like, for example, to use it kind of low, so I need to lift it out to like tilt it up, and that's what I do. And also something that I absolutely love is that you can rotate it so that it gets vertical, completely vertical. And that is absolutely great because, I mean, let's say, I don't know, 2 years from now, you upgrade to maybe some new Zowie DyAc premium enabled 360Hz monitor that maybe will come out. Well, you can still use this as a second monitor, and by using it vertically, you can use it as a great, I don't know, programming monitor or a Discord, Slack, anything. Maybe you want to read your Twitch out. Vertical monitors are great, really. So the fact that you don't need to buy a new stand, but you can just use the stand here and put it vertically, I love that. It's one of the best features that I've always loved from Zowie XL monitors. For example, my Omen X25F, which was my main monitor before this, doesn't have this feature, and it's really annoying because now I've got it as a second monitor, but it's horizontal, and I would rather have it vertical, so I will have to buy an arm to get it. So that's pretty good. So adjustability, definitely a great thing of this monitor. Apart from that, they changed the base compared to other XL monitors. So the stand for the monitor here, you can see it's got an extremely small footprint. It's very small. Like, I couldn't believe how small it was. The Omen X25F that I used to have already has a pretty small stand, but this is like incredible considering the size of the monitor. Like, it's super small. So basically, if you like playing with a tilted keyboard like I do, like this, you've got so much room. You can tilt it by a lot and it's not gonna be a problem. You can still play like close and it's not gonna be a problem. Plus, like, that's great because one thing that always happens to me with other monitors, I flick to the left like this and I hit the stand because I play with my monitor basically just by the mousepad. But that doesn't happen with this, because again, the stand is extremely small. So the smaller footprint, I love it. I really love it. Some more things to mention. If you like changing settings a lot, which a lot of people do, I'll show you. This monitor, like other XL monitors, I think this was a feature in the OG 120Hz that I used to have like years ago called the 2420T. You've got this little remote that is very functional. I do like tweak settings very often. And what you can do is either change them from this little menu here, which you can immediately change some quick things like DyAc. We'll get into DyAc soon because it's the main selling point for this. And you know, you can change the colors and brightness and everything from here. And personally, I love it. I almost never get into the menu because I can just change whatever I need from here. Now, while we're talking about settings, what you can do with this is also export your settings very easily and download settings from the internet. So for example, you can download your favorite pro player settings and just import them through something called setting to share, and very easy. I like that feature. I mean, we all know that most players love using pro player settings, so don't we? So that's good. You can just download them and try whatever a pro player is using. But the main selling point of this is none of the things that I mentioned so far. But the main selling point is that through using a new and improved TN panel, the DyAc feature, which is a motion blur reduction feature that was already in the 2546 version, has now been improved, and it's now called DyAc Premium. And if I set it to premium, everything that is moving on screen is always extremely clear. So I always use it in game. Like, I've tried this in CSGO, Valorant, Apex, Rocket League. Even in Rocket League, it makes a massive difference. I couldn't believe it. But basically, everything is clear even in motion. The only time I take it off is if I'm playing static scenarios, because for some reason, having every single dot in static scenarios in aim trainers being focused, that's kind of, being extremely clear, that's kind of annoying. But for every other kind of scenario like tracking or target switching, moving dots, everything, I keep it on. And for every game that I've played so far, I've tried with and without, and I prefer it with. So I do use DyAc Premium, and I think it's a killer feature. Personally, I know people that have bought 360 IPS, like top of the line panels that are super expensive, and you can already buy like good 360 Hz monitors, and they still prefer the DyAc Premium version, like the XL2546K. So I mean, if people choose this because of DyAc over 360 Hz, you already know that it's a good feature. I know that some people don't like it because apparently it gives like some kind of headaches to some people, but I've used it for like 12 hours in a row with DyAc Premium on, absolutely zero headache problems. I don't notice it. I just note a good effect, no negative effects. So I'm not exactly sure, but maybe you could like make sure that it doesn't hurt you. Maybe ask around, but I mean, zero problems for me. Only good for games. And I mentioned Rocket League, and in Rocket League I wasn't expecting DyAc to make a difference because it's mostly marketed towards like CSGO, Valorant, because there's like stuff moving on the screen and maybe you're spraying your gun and everything's shaking, so there's like a lot of stuff that is quickly moving. But even in Rocket League, when you're following the ball with your ball cam in Rocket League, everything is so much smoother and clearer with DyAc. I wasn't expecting it. I love Rocket League. I play Rocket League too, not just FPS. And the fact that DyAc is great even for games that are not FPS just tells you how good of a technology it is. Also, like compared to other technologies from other manufacturers that are also like motion blur reduction technologies, usually when you use those, the brightness of the monitor really drops down, but it's not the case with this. The brightness is the same. Like it's extremely bright even with DyAc Premium. You can see I never use it at maximum brightness because it was just basically be annoying to me, but there is no brightness issue with DyAc on. So that is absolutely great. So overall, this monitor, I checked in Amazon, Italian Amazon, and it's only like 40 to 50 euros more than the original 2546. And honestly, it's a no-brainer. Like you shouldn't buy that. You should buy this one instead, the K version. It's way better, even if you don't like DyAc, because if you use it with DyAc off, this panel, this TN panel, is still better when it comes to latency compared to the OG panel in the 2546. So I would still get this over that one. So overall, great monitor. Definitely a competitive player monitor, I would have to say. It's kind of expensive considering it's a full HD 240 Hz. But like comparing it to other monitors I have, like this one, which is a Samsung Series G9, like 32:9 monitor, and that one, which is an Omen X25F, my previous main monitor, this is way better for any kind of competitive gaming. So if you're in the market for competitive games, buy this XL2546K. Now, I will disclose that I was sent this monitor by Zowie, but this is completely unbiased. I didn't sign anything. I could like insult the monitor if I wanted to, but I genuinely like it. Same way I like the previous XL2546. Zowie monitors are top notch. There's a reason why basically every pro is using one of these in CSGO, Valorant, and FPS games. I don't know about other games, but I guess they're probably extremely popular even in non-FPS games like Rocket League and so on. So overall, it's definitely a great monitor. You should definitely buy it. I will probably put an Amazon affiliate link in my description, so if you want to help me out, you can buy it with that. So stay tuned for more reviews. Like and subscribe if you like the review. I will be making a lot more reviews and educational content soon on my channel. And also I'm live almost every day at twitch.tv/bardOZ. It's got 3 Zs. So if you want to chat, you can come there. I always talk about peripherals, trying to improve your aim and stuff like that while playing FPS games. So maybe I'll see you there. Goodbye.